Hi, everybody. Welcome to the QB School. I am JT O'Sullivan. Today, Jordan Love on fire. Fired up for this one. Let's get it going. Welcome to the QB School. Before we dive into the video, quick reminder about the Quarterback School Patreon community. This group is the foundation, the bedrock of the channel. Not only is it a great, cheap way to support the channel, but you get even more Quarterback School content. So if you're looking to kind of better understand ball at a high level, you want to know what it's like to be in a quarterback room, all sorts of nuanced, detailed depth about not only the quarterback position, but high-level offense and defensive football. You will love the Quarterback School Patreon community. Hop over there, join, become a member, support the channel. I appreciate it. As for this video, let's get into it. Jordan Love, the pack rolling in Dallas. My goodness, what a performance. Excited to dive into this one. Right out the gate, beautiful pass protection, nice vision from Love eventually finding Dobbs on the deep dagger on the backside. Now, whether this is a true backside read or Love is maybe a little late, the throw is obviously impressive. We're on our back foot. We're on our back foot the whole game, essentially. But for me, I'm not sure exactly, what they're looking at. I don't pretend to know what they're reading. But if we're running this with kind of a deep dagger on the backside, that's kind of a poor drawing, but a deep in on the backside here, verse 2 or some iteration of Tampa, and this curl player is right in the lap, ironically, of the curl. I personally think you'd probably get back here a little quicker. Now, again, I don't know how they're asking him to read it. Maybe he's supposed to read it 1 to 2 on the backside. Maybe it's left to right all the way across the board. I don't know. I'm not pretending to know. I am telling you that it looks late to me, and he's a little fortunate to have this much time to throw this thing down the field. As we get sacked early in this game, this is one of those ones where you're kind of like, wow, if we're working up top, the ball probably needs to go to the flat check down to the tight end. He buys time, though. Back. And again, look at the end. The end's open the whole time, right? Tampa, the middle field player runs with the clear. 9 does a good job getting us out of there. And it's open. But he's not even looking. He looks like he's working up top. But we've got enough time, and he's got the arm strength, the torque, the audacity to throw this thing late down the middle like this. And it works out, and it's awesome when it works out. Hey, I get it. This is one of those ones where you're like, well, why aren't we just getting there a little quicker? Now, again, maybe it's because he feels like he's got to move off the right tackle right there, but it doesn't take anything away from this throw. Got someone right in your lap. You're getting hit right in your chest. Can't step through it, and you're able to make that throw, drive throw, deep down the field, right on the star. Hell yes. This next one I thought was one of the very few, call it muddy decisions from Jordan Love in this game. He ends up taking a shot to 80, running about 80 yards on that go route. It's not the worst thing in the world to take a shot down the field, give your guy an opportunity. I think it's a lot to ask a wide receiver to do this type of route consistently. It's also a great job from 33, the back on the pass protection. I mean, the actual ball itself, give your guy a shot. I'd love to see 80 put his foot in the ground and go through one. Maybe get pass interference as opposed to just letting the ball hit one in the head. It's not a perfect throw. No one thinks it is. I think the thing for me here is when you look at the play, and I'm going to call this double post over. I know it's not technically a double post up top, but this kind of, and again, he starts from way over here with the motion, right? That's a long way to run. My goodness. You've got this element and then the kind of crosser coming across. I think the play is probably designed for the ball to go here. You catch middle field closed man, though, and you've got opportunities here or here. And again, it's one of those things where, thanks Captain Obvious with the marker and the clicker days later, that other guys are open. But it's one of those things where is this just forced? Look at the other two crossers. The post down here at the bottom, mailbox open. The crosser, verse 21, who had himself a rough day, open. Now, maybe you just love the matchup. 80 verse 1. Okay, we take a shot. I think if that's the case, I'd love to see 80 give us a little bit better effort at the top, try to get a penalty. Now, the thing that I do love is watch the back here. The right guard oversets, 11 beats him inside, and Jones just says, nope. That's how you pass protect. That's how you have a plan versus a beast, a game wrecker. This straight up outstanding from Jones. This is world-class running back pass protection versus a beast. And he almost gets a big play down the field. Next one here, 3rd and 9. This is a hell of a play from Jordan Love. First of all, it looks like he checks into the call that he wants. Probably thinks he's getting 0, got corners over. Certainly got the presentation of pressure here, double mug. They bail out of there. Jordan Love's able to extend, keep his eyes down the field. Again, find the huge void in the middle of the field with the deep end in 87. It's just a great job. Again, you know, the operation of this might not be necessarily the smoothest as far as the time clock. You got to go fast. You know, they maybe trick you a little bit where they bail out. You got to go create, eyes downfield, suddenness, vision, find the open guy, just a thing of beauty. Now, I think when you look at this post kind of snap here and see how they're trying to sort this thing out, it looks like they're trying to play an iteration of Tampa where 28 essentially is kind of going rogue in the middle of the field. So to me, this is a funky look. The Packers had a really nice plan versus pressure to essentially get in nub. So nub tight end, 3 receivers. They had a few different things, and we'll see all of them in this video. But for me here, this is just double clear. So clear, post clear, and then we're going to get that deep in that we've already hit, right? Where they're going to try to match this thing up. I'm going to call this Tampa. This guy's more in the middle of the field. Looks like he's trying to get to a 3rd. We're getting rolled up in the flat. And then we're carrying the number 3 vertical here. So what I mean by that is, as he comes up and runs over here, 21 is going, right? So that's why the middle of the field is so open. So he goes, he's in the middle of the field. You could make the argument with how Jordan extends here that you wouldn't be shocked if he throws this. But because the flat defender's up, this area of the field for this deep end is just so open. And again, it's because Jordan Love extends this thing. But they're trying to get you kind of an exotic coverage presentation and how they sort this thing out. So again, we've only got 3 guys out on the route, right? They've got 4 guys up top. You would think, oh, that's not a great look for us. But because Jordan extends this thing, and because 21 carries the vertical of number 3, that in is wide open. And again, just so much space in the middle of the field. Beautiful vision, playmaking ability, just quarterback feel. Again, we haven't even gotten into the rhythm and timing of this thing yet. This is really just Jordan Love creating, extending, being in command at the line of scrimmage, being blocked up, extend, foot in the ground, great vision, the arm talent to rip that thing late down the middle again. Next one here, this is probably the only what I would classify as true miss from Jordan Love in this. This to me is an RPO, backside, double slant, and we just missed this thing. There's no way around it. I think this is a great read. We're reading 33, the backside inside linebacker. Now, I think Jordan Love could make this easier on himself with his footwork, we'll talk about. But all this play is we're reading this linebacker, the middle of the 3 linebacker types, or the backside inside linebacker, backside weak side inside linebacker. So what we're doing here is essentially running what I'm going to call wide zone this way. We'll talk about exactly what's happening up front, but this route is just right there. And again, if this middle linebacker moves over at all, it's going to create a natural window there for the RPO. If for some reason it gets squeezed from the nickel, so we squeeze that thing, we're then going to have the outside guy probably running an in. So again, just 1 to 2 real quick off that. Now, the thing that gets really muddy on this play is if we're reading this as the key or conflict defender, right here, we get a little lucky because they hit us with a corner blitz over the top. So there would have been no one blocking this guy. So this run was not going to work. Okay, so nice read, nice call, everything except the execution on the slant throw. So watch this thing play out. First thing to do is watch that corner up top. He's blitzing. That's a blitz. And that run was never going to be there. And now watch 33, the inside linebacker, the Mike. Easy pull read. Boop. And then we're just a little late and put it on him. Now, for me, I think he gets a little wide here with his RPO ball handling. Watch his feet. So catch it, and then that is really wide. So to then come back, and if we're reading 33, wide, a lot of moving parts, and now we're late. So just a tick slow. You don't see him slow very often in the last few weeks. I also love the right guard, right tackle being able to sort this game out. Backside of an RPO, that's outstanding. Tick late, miss. Next one here, I thought this was a really nice, well-designed screen. We're going to be in quads. Bring the back in that kind of like faux shift. And then we have some really nice blocking on the perimeter. Now, I will say the tackling all wildcard weekend was probably not the level that I would expect in the playoffs. This is a good example of the edge defender just guessing and giving up the boundary for a big chunk. So first off, the design element, what I love about it, first of all, I'm always going to be a big fan of quads. You don't see it a lot in the league, so 4 eligibles to a side. You see this a lot in the league, though, where you bring the back, you start him outside, and then you bring him back into the backfield to get kind of a man-zone read. Okay, so if there's a corner out there on him, that's usually zone. If there's a linebacker type, that's usually a man, easy check. Teams have done that for decades in the league. So you do that faux of that, and then you snap it here. So we've essentially got 3 blockers, and they only have 3.5 defenders out here, right? This guy's trying to split the difference. Now, in and of itself, that's not a great play, but when the outside defender decides to go inside and we get an easy reach on him, then we get the boundary and it turns into a really nice play. So the design, the timing, again, I really love screens here in the high red area. I feel like most play callers like screens in the high red area to get easy chunks. But again, just watch that block out there on the edge by the new number 1. I mean, when you jump inside like that, that's just poor fit on the perimeter. It's great design. It's a nice job from Jordan Love. Turning 2, just nice, easy flick. Get the ball out of your hands, alleviate the pass rush. And again, you can see those are all reach blocks. I mean, those are, just watch the reactions from 13 and 11 here post block. So 11's pushing 2 into the Gatorade, right? He's through the white right there. 13 does a great job reaching the edge right here when your guy jumps around, gets a little face mask. Just look at the energy. I mean, my guy is fired up at the bottom of the screen. 11 is pushing us into the photographers. Hell yeah. Next one here, 1st and 16 from the 16, post holding call. We're going to rip a slant down here to the bottom. Now, it's a nice job from Jordan Love. Nice route from 87, clean, back hip, put it on him. Now it's 2nd and goal, damn near from the goal line. But for me here, I don't understand how this ball gets thrown from a Dallas defensive perspective. There's no way with where the leverage is on the corner that the Fighting Al Harris's give this thing up. So bottom of the screen, look at the corner's leverage to start. So he's inside, right? Here's the wide receiver. The corner is inside of him, right? Like you look at the leverage here. So when you come up and run this thing, he's right where we're trying to go. Now, 87 does a great job of big stride, 3 steps into this window. But if we're just going to sit here flat-footed and take away nothing, he's not taking away the fade. He's not taking away the double move. He's certainly not taking away the slant. This looks confusing. This looks like what I would consider guessing. And again, when you get a lot of turnovers, I think you can fall into this trap sometimes defensively where you're just guessing on stuff. And there's just no way that you should be able to rip a slant like that versus that leverage. Nice 1-2, great timing rhythm from Jordan Love. Ball on him. That's a big 15-yard completion. I mean, it can't be overstated. Stuff like this is how the game is won between the game. These little plays that are just, oh, that's a nice completion. 1st and 16 is tough in the red zone. Just throw a slant that easy versus that leverage? Damn. Next one here, 3rd and 1. Man, this was an aggressive call. This was an aggressive call, an aggressive decision. We're going to rip the over to the tight end up top. Now, for me here, it's a hell of a throw. Going to your left, flipping your hips. I think a few things. One, I thought Jordan Love could maybe just run it himself with a little bit higher probability to get the first down. Maybe not, but late there, I think he probably could. That's a hell of a throw right there. I mean, you got 21 running across. We'll talk about the coverage. Look at him extended. Nice catch from the tight end. That's a big time play. I mean, that is an aggressive play call. Nice ball fake. Again, moving the launch point, alleviate some issues up front, take some pressure away, be aggressive down the field. You get your tight end running away from an NFL corner who's been a hell of a player in the league for a long time. Now, who's technically got 35, 85? Only those guys know. I would say most likely it's probably 6 here. So this is 21. Well, I think his guy maybe comes across. So when he comes across here, 21 ends up picking up the over, but it probably could be 6 as well. So only those guys know their defensive rules as far as who's who in the zoo to be running with this guy. But regardless, the tight end is running away from 21. So how they want to sort that thing out up top, essentially double covered on the tight end. He runs away from double coverage. Jordan Love flips his hip, going to his left, and rips it to him on 3rd and 1. Semi-backed up. That's just that's a big time play. There's nothing easy about this play. The other part that I love here is watch Jordan Love right here with this point. So he's going to point to 6 right there. He's telling the wide receiver as he comes in. So this point right here is all theatrics. Like, hey, you got 6. Dig him out. We need you. It's 3rd and 1. You got 6. Dig him out. So you're going to motion him in. He comes in here, and now I got to go block him. That's what the defense is thinking. But instead, we're running naked keeper out the other way. So the theatrics here, the whole package of this play, just really well done. So dig him out. You got 6. Come in here, block him. Yeah, we're running right at him. I got you, dog. Whoop. See ya, out the other way. And then flip your hips and casually rip it to him. Just great. Now, I think the thing with Jordan Love is he's just got such a smooth way when he's on time in rhythm. Again, just watch the point. You see the subtle point? There it is. You got him. You got 6. Dig him out. Yeah, I got you. Secure the edge. We're going right to you. Whoop. See ya. Going to your left. Flip your hips. Nice, easy arm slot. Right on him. Massive play. Wow. Halftime. You dig the channel and you haven't already, please like, subscribe, hit the bell, get the notification. I really do appreciate you subscribing to the channel. It does mean a lot to me, so thank you for taking the time and doing that. Again, the Quarterback School Patreon community, you know about it. Join, become a member, get even more Quarterback School content. We also have Quarterback School courses. Now, these courses are the premium content available through the channel. These are deep, deep dives on my favorite football subjects. We have a course on RPOs, pass protection, tempos. The best-selling course is how to beat every coverage. We even have an entire offensive system available for you, so hop over there and enroll. The link is in the video description. We also have a bunch of free resources available. Check out those, also linked in the video description. Finally, make sure to follow me across social media platforms. I appreciate your support. As for this video, let's get back to it. Next one here, another massive play. Now, this was a hell of a play on many different levels. Again, we're going to use the crazy long motion to essentially run 2 clears up top with a sail. Again, the back does a world-class job of pass protection. Big, big chunk, massive play. Again, similar type of concept we talked about. This is essentially nub, 1x3 nub. Only 3 people are going out. Big play fake, right tackle, L, back saves us. Great route from Dobbs. Big chunk versus man coverage. This is a hell of a play. There's a lot going on here. Okay, so we've already talked about this kind of like crazy long motion. So coming across here, we're running post and essentially double clears. Right? Then we're going to run that sail right here. He's going to come up, sell that over, and then put his foot in the ground and come out of that thing on kind of a over corner. This is middle field closed man. Okay? Here's the post safety. He's going to run with that thing. He's going to undercut that thing, and then he's going to come out all by himself. The other thing to pay attention to here is right here, game wrecker 11. Up, win inside. Not by accident. We have the back over there as kind of the extra protector. He's going to see 11 win, and he just blunts him. All he does is blunt one of the best defensive players in the league. Again, world-class pass protection. This is textbook from the running back. Outstanding. Watch the back. Dunk, right there. Now watch that route combination up top. 1x3 nub. Only 3 guys out, right? We're cutting the field in half. We've already seen him rip the dagger. Then we're going to come out and hit the sail. Just a beautiful job. Nice job from 87. Fighting through hands right there. Set that thing, come out of it, give him a little wiggle, big chunk, and then punt return right down the sideline. It's awesome. It's great design, great play call. Absolutely world-class pass protection from the back. I mean, that is a big boy blunt right there. Boom. Nice job from Jordan Love seeing it. This is not a complicated read. It's 87 or a check down. Wide open, great play calling, outstanding design. Hell yes. Next one here, beautiful touchdown pass, 3rd and 7. Again, Jordan Love in command at the line of scrimmage, getting zeroed here. We're going to end up hitting the number 1 up top on the post. It's kind of like a stutter post. I wouldn't even call it a Dino, the new number 1 post motion. It's a pretty cool route. It's one of those things where, you know, verse 0, I don't even know if you need that necessarily at the top of the route. Again, 21, rough day at the office. But I love Jordan Love securing the pass pro here. So bringing the tight end in, where they're going to get the short motion. And again, we can see here when he goes to throw this, he almost like double clutches it because he's not quite ready. So first off, the thing to pay attention to is just the command at the line of scrimmage. He sees pressure. He brings the tight end in. We're blocking this thing up. We're going to get the short motion. So we've got the leverage that we want for the number 2 right here to come up and go to the post. Okay, but it's not just that simple. The thing to pay attention to with the route is at the top of this thing, he essentially stutters this thing. So he runs at Gilmore and then kind of gives him like, and then hits it. And so you can see Jordan Love, he's ready to throw this thing. He almost double clutches it where he's like, and then he hits his back foot again and lets this thing go. And I think the thing for me that jumps off the film with all these back foot throws is the arm strength and the accuracy. Oftentimes, if you double clutch this thing, you'll kind of get out of rhythm, out of whack, and this thing will become like a sinker on you. But he rips this thing. Like this thing is a laser right where he wants. Okay, so the first thing to do is let's just watch the route up top from 13. So the number 2 comes up, watch him. See that little thing at the top? They're like Donald Driver. Like, except Donald used to run that basic in, didn't used to take it to the post very often. Again, watch Jordan Love. He wants to throw this thing at the top, right there. That's him wanting to throw it. Not ready yet. Double clutch. And then the arm strength to rip that thing from the 31 all the way into the end zone, right where you want. Almost like high back 5-ish. Beautiful job. Really great job. Great plan. Great toolkit from Jordan Love. Great execution of the pass protection being blocked up. And then that's a world-class throw. It really is. This being able, the capacity to not only get into what you want versus this coverage in the red zone, but then to be able to have it not be perfect timing, right? He's been so good on time in rhythm. This is not on time in rhythm, this game. This is back foot. He wants to throw it. No. 14 is running right in his lap, right down the barrel. Rip that thing. And again, it's not a wherever throw. Give your guy a chance. That's a dot. Earmuffs me here. This is a fucking impressive throw. Holy moly. Whoom. Great torque. Dot. Wow. Next one here, again, 21, taking it in the shorts down here to the bottom. A little sail or kind of deep angle. Just guessing on the crosser. Takes his eyes off the receiver. Wide ass open coming out the other way. Great play call. LeFleur in his bag. Balling. I think the tight end here, you know, probably not the world I want to live on. As far if I'm 81 there, not having my eyes on 11 as he comes back across, that's a tough ask for 81 as well. Jordan Love taking one right in the face, but man, that is a beautiful route. Great call, world-class design, just high level football. So what is this route down here at the bottom? We're going to come across like we're selling this coming up, and we want to sell that over. Okay, probably guaranteed to be paired with a post. Okay, so that's what the defense thinks as well. So you come up, you got the big post. We're going to come up, sell this over, put our foot in the ground, and come back out on the sail. And again, poor 21 getting exposed. He feels that over. He thinks he's going to undercut it, be a hero. The Fighting Al Harrises want those turnovers, right? That's what they're had so much success with, getting the ball back for their offense, short field. Well, come back out the other way. They're guessing, no shock, and it into a massive play for the Pack. So beautiful route, no doubt. Great call. Outstanding job from Jordan Love to be able to, again, play this thing essentially from his back foot. He's getting smacked in the face by one of the best players in the world. 11, presenting different flanks to him. You know, again, I would challenge 81. This, you definitely don't want to get lost. That's a tough ask for 81, but he's got his eyes inside there. And then Jordan Love takes one right to the grill right there and makes that throw. Man, they are rolling. My goodness. Next one here, LeFleur continues to be in his bag. a little leak action for the tight end who just shifted. He's going to pretend like he's blocking, come across, and then back up, wheel the other side. Just a thing of beauty. Obviously, wide ass open. Nice finish here to get in the end zone as well. This puts so much stress on a defense trying to play man coverage. We'll talk about exactly what it does, but just watch 88 on the left. Going to come down, sell this thing, down, 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 and go. Jordan Love, great job. Again, back foot. Don't miss a layup. Give your guy a chance. Wide ass open. So the first thing here is you want to say probably, well, how the hell did he get so open? Well, a few things. If we're going to play man, okay, so the first thing we're going to do here is say that this is middle field closed, man coverage. So as we run across here, 21, the corner is going to go with us. And that's the first thing. And the second thing here is as a front, they're going to walk this backer up to the line of scrimmage. So I'm going to say that he is blitzing. He is pressuring. So at the end of the day, you've got these three linebackers, types, we'll call them linebacker types, second level players, trying to sort out man coverage on these three interior players, the back and the two sniffers. And now you could say they're trying to funnel this. So however it works out, these three have those three. And so what happens here is that we get the play action this way. We get the split flow action this way. Okay, so you got to sort this out. So if that's the case, you would guess that right here would be on the back. And then you would say these two are now on these two. Right? Because they're going to be on the same side, theoretically. But our guy 88 down here to the bottom, he comes across and comes back out this way. So now, who does that go to? Well, if we're going to play this true funnel technique, it probably should be this guy sorting it out. And we go over here for the split flow action. But only they know their rules. But what I'm saying here is these three have to sort out these three. Not easy to do. Easy to do on a defensive clinic in January or February. Much harder to funnel this thing out when you've got this action, this action, this action. Good luck. I love me some high-level offense. Just an absolutely outstanding job here from LeFleur. Great play calling. Again, nice job from Jordan Love. Not missing a layup, but I mean, look at this. It's beautiful, man. It's awesome. Great finish as well. Just really cool to see this offense, Jordan Love, play at this high level and see LeFleur shine. Like the plan to alleviate 11, to make him a non-factor, present multiple fronts to him, multiple pass pro, to see Jones pass protect and Jordan Love play at that level. Awesome. Last one here, 4th and 3, touchdown pass. Beautiful job finding the kind of pick or rubber. This might be my favorite throw of the game from Jordan Love. I know it's essentially over at this point, but this window from this angle is pretty impressive of a throw. I mean, he is throwing him open right there. That could easily be a pick. Now it's 4th down, so you got to throw it. But that is away from the near defender to a spot. That's a hell of a play. That's a ridiculous throw. This is a great job. Really like this play, this design. So what we're trying to do here is get a little rub. So we're coming down here thinking we're going to get a rub where this sneak or hide or slide flat. That's kind of the play right there. In addition, you're going to have this back line kind of corner. Now he ends up getting pushed out of bounds, falls asleep a little bit. But when Jordan Love gets out here on the edge, we're going to naked keeper this thing, get out on the edge. This is not there to start. They do a nice job. In fact, it's double covered here, sorting this thing out to the sneak flat. But the angle that when we come out of this thing, the angle back to find this little pick or rub is tight. And that's a hell of a throw to be able to kind of be on the run, sort this thing out, and throw him open for a touchdown. That's an awesome job. This is just Jordan Love in his bag. Nice play call, give you a chance, get on the edge. If it's not there, he's probably going to have to run it in. Just a beautiful job. This is a hell of a throw. Just great arm talent. I think, again, this stretch that he's been on the last, we'll call it 2 months, I think the thing that there have been a lot of things that have jumped off to me. I think up until this game, it was a lot of rhythm, timing. This game, though, was a lot about arm strength and just pure arm talent. I mean, this is an arm talent throw. Back foot again, away from the defender, touchdown. Oh, my goodness. So that is a wrap. Jordan Love, the Pack, have yourself a day. What an impressive win on the road versus a really good team. Again, I know I said it over the course of the video. I think the thing that jumped off for me in this film, besides the play calling, okay, I think the play calling was outstanding in this game. We had guys wide ass open, was the arm talent from Jordan Love. The back foot, the torque, the vision too, to be able to create and extend. But things that had gotten the Packers to this point, I think for me, kind of the resurgence in kind of the second 2/3 of the season for them, was Jordan Love's ability to play on time, great rhythm, timing football. This to me was much more extend, create, beat zero, command at the line of scrimmage, making plays, and then just pure world-class, awesome arm talent. Back foot, torque, precision, accuracy, playmaking. Just so awesome. Such a good game from Jordan Love. So fired up to see what they look like in the next one. Thank you so much for hanging to the end. I will see you next time. Have a good one.